The John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts stands as a living memorial to the 35th President John F. Kennedy on the banks of the Potomac River. More than a building, it was Kennedy's vision, a national stage for music, dance, and theater, symbolizing America's cultural aspirations. After his assassination, Congress designated the center as the official memorial to JFK, opening its doors in 1971. The Kennedy Center has since hosted legendary performances and is home to the prestigious Kennedy Center Honors, celebrating artists who shape American culture. It's long been a nonpartisan space, where politics are set aside to celebrate shared values and creativity. Beyond performances, it's a major educational institution, nurturing talent and making the arts accessible nationwide. The center commissions new works and supports emerging artists, cementing its role as a guardian of the nation's artistic heritage. As both a presidential memorial and a premier arts venue, the Kennedy Center holds a unique place in American life. Its name has always stood for artistic excellence and the hopeful vision of the president it honors. Now that legacy faces an unprecedented challenge. The Kennedy Center's future, and its very name, are at the center of a national controversy. The controversy erupted after a sudden closed-door vote by the Kennedy Center's Board of Trustees on December 19, 2025. In a unanimous decision, the board renamed the venue the Donald J. Trump and the John F. Kennedy Memorial Center for the Performing Arts. The White House quickly announced the change, crediting Trump's commitment to the arts and his role in securing renovation funding. The public was blindsided. There had been no debate, no consultation, just a swift, private decision. By the next morning, workers were already installing Trump's name on the building's iconic marble exterior. The center's website was updated, signaling the board's intent to make the change permanent. Critics immediately questioned the process, arguing that such a significant alteration to a national memorial should not be decided by a small group of appointees. The lack of transparency and speed of the change were seen as an attempt to bypass public scrutiny. The board's vote and the rapid rebranding ignited a firestorm. Many saw it as a move to sidestep opposition and force a new identity onto a beloved landmark. The nation was left grappling with the implications of renaming a memorial dedicated to JFK. The board's actions became the focus of intense examination. The controversy had only just begun. The Board of Trustees holds the power at the Kennedy Center, and its makeup changed dramatically under President Trump. Traditionally, the board included a mix of political parties, philanthropists, and arts leaders to ensure nonpartisanship. But Trump replaced most members with the loyalists. Key allies, like Susie Wiles, Pam Bondi, and Dan Scavino now dominate. Trump himself was voted in as chairman by the very board he appointed. This shift turned the board into a political body, making the renaming vote a foregone conclusion. Democratic Congresswoman Joyce Beatty, an ex officio member, was muted when she tried to object during the virtual meeting. Critics argue the board was stacked to push through personal legacy projects. The move raises questions about whether cultural institutions should be used to advance a sitting president's agenda. The board's transformation is central to understanding how the Kennedy Center's name was so radically changed. President Trump didn't just accept the renaming, he actively campaigned for it. For months, he floated the idea of a Trump Kennedy Center, making his wishes clear to his appointees. On the day of the vote, Trump reportedly called into the board meeting, underscoring his personal investment. Afterward, he publicly thanked the board, crediting himself for the center's renovations and framing the renaming as a deserved honor. Critics see this as part of Trump's broader pattern, using public institutions to cement his legacy and brand. The renaming, they argue, is the boldest example yet, transforming a memorial to a past president into a monument to a sitting one. The move breaks with long-standing democratic norms and has sparked outrage across the country. The legal authority of the board to change the Kennedy Center's name is hotly contested. The center's name was established by an act of Congress in 1964, not by the board or a president. Legal experts argue that only Congress can change the name, making the board's vote legally meaningless without legislative approval. The Kennedy Center's unique public-private structure adds complexity, but the original law is clear. It's a memorial to JFK. For the name change to be official, Congress would need to pass a new law. A difficult prospect in today's political climate. Until then, the new sign may be up, but the legal name remains unchanged. The board's action sets up a potential constitutional clash between Congress and the executive branch. The Kennedy Center's identity is now in legal limbo. The Kennedy family responded with outrage, calling the decision incomprehensible and vowing to fight it. Carrie Kennedy, JFK's niece, promised to personally remove Trump's name from the building once he leaves office, capturing the family's deep sense of violation. The arts community also erupted in protest, viewing the renaming as a hostile takeover of a sacred cultural space. Many artists fear the move will permanently damage the center's reputation and mission. Some have threatened to boycott, with scheduled performers reconsidering their appearances. Folk singer Christy Lee announced she may cancel her show in protest, and other artists are privately discussing severing ties. This potential exodus threatens the center's programming and standing as a world-class venue. The backlash is not just symbolic, it could have real artistic and financial consequences. The controversy has transformed from a political dispute into a personal and cultural battle. The Kennedy Center's future as a nonpartisan institution is now at stake. Public backlash was immediate. Protesters gathered outside the Kennedy Center the day after the new sign went up. Demonstrators argued the center belongs to the American people, not to any one president's legacy. Online and in the community, outrage grew, with many vowing to boycott the venue as long as Trump's name remains. Early reports show a decline in ticket sales and attendance, threatening the center's financial stability. The controversy has also sparked a debate over what to call the building, with many refusing to use the new name. Media outlets and the public continue to refer to it as the Kennedy Center in protest. The board's decision may have changed the sign, but winning public acceptance is proving far more difficult. The battle for the Kennedy Center's identity is now being fought in the streets, online, and in the box office. The Kennedy Center's future now hangs in the balance, with Congress and the courts poised to decide its fate. Congress could pass a bill to block the name change and reaffirm the center's original purpose, but political divisions make this difficult. Legal challenges are likely, with lawsuits arguing the board overstepped its authority and violated the 1964 statute. A court order could force the removal of the new signage, but the process could take years. In the meantime, the building may bear Trump's name, but its legal and public legitimacy will remain contested. The public and media may continue to call it the Kennedy Center, creating a disconnect between official branding and common usage. The center could be forced to operate under a cloud of controversy, its identity in perpetual dispute. This battle is about more than a name, it's about democracy, historical memory, and the independence of cultural institutions. Will national memorials become political trophies, or will traditions of honoring past leaders prevail? The outcome of the Kennedy Center controversy will send a powerful message about America's values. The nation now waits to see what kind of country it chooses to be.